Okay. Sure, Madana. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudirayate Nastapráyeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistaki Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yatkripa tamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militamena Tasme Shri Guruve Namaha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा thank you for joining Bhagavatam study. We are reading from Bhagavatam first canto, 8th chapter, text 25, 26. Yesterday we discussed. So, be possible with your mercy wanted to discuss on this particular topic, which I posted in the group today. So, yesterday also we discussed. Here Kunti Maharani is saying this, those people having this four Aishwaryas, or for the Janma Aishwarya Shuta Shribihi, the four material advancement: high parentage, good wealth, high education, and attractive beauty, are as a disqualification for progress of path of spiritual advancement. Kuntiman is saying, Prabhupada and the Purport also saying. So being born in a high good parent, like a rich parent or high class parent, or having good wealth, high education, having PhDs, masters, or attractive beauty. This is a disqualification, Prabhupada is saying. Now, the debate, or you want to do that. So, first of all, do you all agree with this? Or what is your thought process? So each one can share. Please unmute and share. Because with that, we can, churn ourselves. We can see, uh, any doubts in our mind so that we can clarify. We can help each other. I will leave the floor open now. Please unmute and share. Is the question is clear? For everybody, the question is clear? Yes. Ashamata is saying right. Okay. So what's the response? Yes, Mariappan Prabhu, you are unmuted. You want to say?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
I feel true. It is stumbling block for this thing. Material advancement is definitely a stumbling block for our for my progress in spiritual life. But material advancement is essential to lead and ensure standard of living in this material world. However, I must be careful that this material advancement do not trigger my false ego. Also, my devotional services must be strengthened by utilizing the material advancement. By utilizing the material advancement, I must be able to improve my devotional services. I feel that must be a perfect way of this thing,
Okay.
utilizing this material advancement. And gross illusioned persons are quite unfit for entrance into the kingdom of God. Okay, to overcome Maya, every time before initiating my chanting Mahamantra, I must earnestly pray and request the Supreme Lord to protect me from Maya and attentively focus in chanting Mahamantra. That is how I think I can control illusioned atmosphere from Maya. I must always remember I cannot get back the time spent. However, crores of dollars or rupees spent 1 second of my past time, I cannot be my past time cannot be recovered. Hence, I must spend every second of my remaining life. I must spend with a complete, absolutely responsible way in Krishna conscious and devotional services. Because my ultimate aim is to liberate my soul from birth and death cycle. Fortunately, I happened to listen to in one of this thing, Prabhuji, 1.13.17 sloka 1.13.17. And immediately I don't have the English version.
Okay.
It was being highlighted in one of this thing discourses. Those who are immersed in family-related pleasure and sense gratification, the time defeats the soul. That is the gist of that this thing. So I must minimize.
1 second, Prabhu. Somebody is saying,
please, Prabhuji.
Bhagavatam, somebody is saying, waiting for. Sorry, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Sorry.
1.13.17, Prabhuji. Those who are immersed in family-related pleasure and sense gratification, the time defeats the soul. So I must spend every moment in a very responsible way, and I must be careful, and I must remember that I must overcome the birth and death cycle. So with this, I think with all this conscious, I think I can overcome this material advancement in a careful way. I can handle this material advancement. I need not to be very eager or very much interested in material advancement. However, if it is blessing of Lord or the way of Maya to handle this thing by blessing material advancement, I must be intelligent enough to handle this material advancement in my devotional services. That is how I can make use of this material advancement in a favorable way, I believe, Prabhuji.
Wonderful. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare
Yes.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anyone else want to share on this? Please unmute yourself. Yes, Uma Shankar Prabhu, you are unmuted.
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
So I think this is actually a tough question also, and it's like walking in a tightrope, Prabhuji. So we should be in the consciousness, always chanting about the Lord's name and hearing about that one, so that we may not fall down. So both material thing is also required in this current age of Kali. So we should use that benefits for the service of the Lord. So if that is our mood, then definitely this is going to help only. It should not be a hindrance, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji.
Okay.
That's it, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Anyone else? If anyone got questions against what they said, Please unmute. Again, just we are debating each other so that we make our understanding is clear. We are helping each other. Please, I mean,
Hare Krishna.
yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
Dandavat. So materially advanced means having good parentage, good wealth, good education, and attractive
Your voice is little low, Mataji.
personal duties. So the result of this is they get, whoever has all this in excess, they get puffed up and do not utter the holy name. O Govinda, O Krishna. This is 100% correct. But in Kali Yuga and this material world, we should have these qualities in at least average. Otherwise, that is for the use of, to use for the service of the Lord. We have to have in average. If we have in excess by Krishna's mercy, that we should not puff up. We should use for the service of the Lord. We should use for great achievements. Because if we don't have average beauty, we cannot go into the society and without being, we'll have that inferiority complex and we cannot go around the society. So we should have at least nominal beauty. And if we do not have sufficient education, we cannot read scriptures and we cannot memorize. So that's why we should have as much necessary. And if we do not have, regarding beauty, sometimes actually we know that beauty is Hindi. At the same time, every member of the general public, they do not realize that in the platform of that they are not the body. This is not the body. This is soul. That normal people will not realize all that. So we should have to go around the public. We should have that minimum duty. And regarding parentage, if we do not have good parentage, will not be brought up properly. Like parents cannot give good education and they cannot buy what children need. So we should have that also, average at least we should have. If we do not have sufficient wealth, we cannot move around. Not a grass of blade moves without money. We need that money for hospitals, spiritual development, for using for Krishna's service, and many small necessities. So what I mean to say is, we should have all these opulences, at least minimum in this Kali Yuga, in this material world. Otherwise, we cannot move around Prabhuji. But if we have it, by Krishna's mercy, we have all this in excess, we should use as practicing devotees, as you say, we have to use for the service of the Lord. And Rupa Goswami, you only told, no, Prabhuji, Rupa Goswami says that 50% of your earning we should give to the Lord for the service of the Lord. So if we don't have all this, we cannot use this we cannot sustain all these qualities. We should have how much we should have. If, for example, for instance, like if Krishna gives us more, that is for Krishna's mercy, if he gives more, we have to use for the service of the Lord only. We can do it in many good ways. Use it in many good ways, Prabhuji. That's what is my little thinking. And what here in this verse, one thing Prabhupada says is, if we have money, we call the Lord in a separate way. If we don't have, we call the Lord that mode is different. That means we really, if we don't have all these qualities, we call Lord in a
feeling, very feelingly.
In a feeling. If we have, we call the Lord in a different feeling. That difference is there, how we call the Lord.
Okay. Now, maybe a question to everybody else. What Mataji said, do you all agree?
To a certain extent, I agree.
Yes,
Prabhu.
Shruti Mataji, go ahead.
Yes, Prabhu. When we have excess of everything, we can use it at least at the basic level, like Mataji told, good parentage. Yes, to when good parentage means the parentage with values. Only when parents are from like Krishna tells that if you have done good karmas, you'll be born in a good family in your next janma. You may be born in a spiritually advanced family or a good parentage lineup. Otherwise, you will not get that. Depending upon whatever good deeds you do in one life, next life you will be born in that family. So good parentage also means that also. Only when the parents have like good values and all the stuff, they'll pass it on to the kids also. And also money is required now to teach our kids or anything. Like
So
till our kids are,
basically, you are
because we
saying that
lead a
what Mataji
family
said
life.
right.
So if we are sannyasis, that is a different.
Sorry, Shruti Mataji, you are saying what Mataji said correct, right? So
Yes, Prabhuji. Even I too also agree with what Sri Devi Mataji said, that as we are into like Kali Yuga,
okay,
everyone
okay. If
has.
you're agreeing, that is fine. So my counter question is that, so what is that minimum or what is that excess? How will you define it?
Yeah, minimum if we certain to fulfill our wish, that's a minimum. If
How?
it is
Tell me what is the limit for you? What is the limit for me?
for me, particularly for me, like I want to grow in my career.
Yeah,
I
how
want
much? How much?
like certain manager and MD level. When
Yeah. So for you, certain limit will be there. For somebody else, limit will be different. So how people will say, yes, my desires are finished, or now excess is there. Where will know the limit is finished, I am reaching excess.
yeah, once I purely like I can able to help, I can able to do the devotees in the way of money, or I can help to others, and I can do the Krishna service without thinking of that money. Yeah, that
Agree.
time
The point is that how much you get, you will do that.
yeah, suppose if I get like for example, if I get like 10,000, yeah, definitely I will use it, utilize for half of the person, like 50%
Wow.
will go to the Krishna service, and
Okay.
half I will take the, yeah.
So, I mean,
Prabhuji,
okay. Sorry, Ashramataji. Go ahead. Go ahead.
because our desires and wants are endless, Prabhuji. I don't think so. We can put a limit there, saying that my limit is this, that person's limit is that. Because I agree with Prabhupada, Shri Srila Prabhupada, because these four may be a hindrance to bhakti. I'm not telling that we don't need all these things, and when we are misusing all these, I think so that will become an hindrance to devotion. But that misuse can be stopped by having devotional service, regular sadhana, and reading about, and always making us realize that there is something beyond this material world. Maybe that will take us. I understand all others' point, because these are all needed. Yes, as you said, how much needed there will be, because today I will tell that I need 100,000. Tomorrow it will change to 200,000, because there is something else coming up. Always our needs and wants are increasing only. It has no end. But to put an end to our desires, I think so that is a very difficult task, and then we have to really do sadhana, and then we say, no, this is what I'm going to use, this is what I'm going to do. That's a very difficult task, Prabhuji.
Okay. Yeah. Now, okay. Anyone else want to say anything? So again, please open, discuss, so that we can churn this and we can help each other to understand. Anyone else want to comment on this? Yes, Sumit Prabhu. Go ahead.
So, like as you said, like how much will be enough? So, like we should put our normal efforts for like what up to what level it is not affecting our family life, our sadhana that much. What is required, we should try to do, like in our work or business or whatever it is there. And like as Lord's like sorry, in the Isha Upanishad it is written like Isha Vasyamidam Sarvam Yatkincha Jagadat Tena Katyena Bunyata. So like Lord has done he's made sure that everyone's part is there. So once we receive our part, we should be happy in that. Do normal efforts, not like becoming a workaholic and just too much passionate about reaching the particular thing. Do efforts, and whatever is coming our way, that is good. And second point is like education and like in the knowledge, and one of the opulence is beauty. These two are the six opulence that Krishna, we say like Krishna have as per the definition of Bhagavan. So these opulences are like given to the fortunate people, but like these are like the opportunities. They are not the guarantee of you becoming successful in your spiritual life. So they are generally what happens once these opulence come, then we can become egoistic and puffed up. And
Yes.
this is like this is not bad in themselves, but what happens because of them, it can
Baggage
lead to
comes.
ego, and then the problem comes. So yeah, you can have money, unlimited money you can have, like Lord give to Sudama so much money, right? Otherwise he would not have given so much opulence to Sudama, but he knows that Sudama is totally detached to all those things. That's why he gave it them. And we can see a lot of examples of where the devotees of Lord are very rich, but still they are doing very nicely. It's all depends on our consciousness, how we can maintain that balance, not getting puffed up by not just by opulence of wealth, but because of the opulence of knowledge or anything else, not limited to these four. So it depends on how we maintain the balance, Prabhu.
Okay. So, okay, maybe now just to have an example, like whether Prahlad was born in a high birth, Prahlad was born to a demon. He become a great devotee. So high birth is not the criteria for becoming a devotee.
Yeah.
Then Vyasadeva, he was a beautiful?
No.
No. But he was incarnation, literally incarnation of the Lord.
Yeah.
Now, Gaurakishore Das Babaji Maharaj, he was educated?
No.
No. Whereas Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur was his disciple, who was the greatest,
Scholar.
he
Yeah.
accepted. So all these qualities comes for us depend upon my karma. It's not that because I work hard today, I'm getting. That is my karma is the main criteria. Yes, I work is that, but my karma, because of my past karma, I'm getting the high birth or beauty or knowledge, or these are all the past karma, which generally the predetermined certain extent. Now, whatever will come as I'm destined, but the material things will come. But spiritual things will not come. Spiritual thing, I love to work hard. The material things, I need not work hard. As my karma, if I'm destined to get this money, I will get it. But spiritual things will not come unless I put effort. So that's why as Sumit Prabhu and others have said that this material things comes, generally it comes with the baggage of pride and other egos things. And with that, Prabhupada and even Kunti Maharani is saying that I cannot take your name feelingly because I'm not experienced that pain. I'm not experienced that, the pain of not having or, having that, realization, because that feeling is not there. So without feeling, I cannot call out Krishna's name. Like it's like Draupadi. When Dushyasana was trying, she did all this. She looked at the Pandavas, looked at the Dhritarashtra, Bhishma, and Drona. Till then, that feeling was not there. Finally, she tried herself. But when nothing works, when she's literally said that Krishna, then that feeling came. Then Krishna comes. So what is required is that complete feeling. So doesn't mean that the material things cannot bring the feelings everybody, but that is a possibility of bringing a kind of the obstruction in our bhakti. So as a practicing devotees, we need not aspire for the material things. There is no minimum, there is no maximum. Our desires are unlimited. I mean, very rarely we can find people saying that sorry, Prabhu, enough is enough. Now I'm giving everything to temple. Very rarely find. I want more and more. Dil mange more, I want more and more. I'll not have a cutoff. If somebody has that cutoff, that's really good. Because that's why Prabhupada says at the age of 50, the men should retire from the material things and dedicate their life for spiritual things. Because that's the cutoff. They stop working. The financial I'm talking about. Other beauty and this one, which is we cannot do anything. But at least we should do that. When that happens, then I dedicate more time for Krishna consciousness. That process happens. Now, coming back to the our qualification, how to engage everything, whether I have beauty, I have high birth, I have wealth, I have a knowledge. Everything should be used for Krishna service 100%. So that's why Prabhupada says utility is a principle. Whatever I have, how can I use? I maybe have a skill to speak. Yes, speak about Krishna. I may have a skill to communicate to somebody, speak. Use it, time and knowledge for that. I may be having, Krishna has given based on my karma, he has given certain wealth. Use it for Krishna's service. Because the more we give Krishna service, more may come. But more has to be used for Krishna's. That is not for me, Krishna giving. Krishna is giving, so that use it. There is a case with the Prabhupada. Once one sannyasi, Mayavadi sannyasi, somebody gave him money. He said, no, I'll not touch money because my money is Maya. Prabhupada said, give me money. Give me everything. I'm also sannyasi, but I'll use it for Krishna service. I know how to use it. So that's the difference. But he never attached to that money. When he was nothing also, he was staying in a small hut in Mayapur. When he had billions of temples all over the world, still he was in the same place. He never attached. So that is the difference. I may be having, but am I attached to that? I may be having wealth, am I attached to that? I may be having intelligent, am I proud of it? I may be having beauty, am I proud and show off? That is the difference. When that is there, my thought process as corrects. Then bhakti makes easy. There is a nice example in Chaitanya Charitamrita, the Pundarika Vidyanidhi. When Gadadhar Pandit and Mukund, I think Mukund, went to meet Pundarika Vidyanidhi. Pundarika Vidyanidhi was such an opulent person. He was sitting on, conch and so many golden things, and he was wearing gold rings, chains, and chewing bida. Two people are fanning him. He was an opulent man. So looking at this, Gadadhar Pandit thought, what is this? Is a devotee? How can the devotee like this? When Mukunda started chanting Aho Bakiya, so glorifying Krishna, when Gopi Geet, immediately hearing this, he threw out all the jewelries and everything. He started rolling on the ground, calling Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. So the complete mood changed. So he was always Krishna conscious. He maybe had all the wealth, but he was not away from Krishna. He never proud of his wealth. He never, kind of attached to the wealth. So that is the point. So now Prabhupada is saying this, the material wealth having is literally disqualification when we have attachment for that. If I think that is my wealth, if I think that is my intelligence, if I think that is my beauty, then it's a disqualification. If I use it for 100% for Krishna service, this is a qualification. So again, there's no limit. The Prabhupada's Rupa Goswami said 50% of wealth, but we have to use it everything for Krishna service. Then somebody may say that, then how can we Grihasthas survive? Yes, Grihastha can survive. Grihastha's whole house can be made temple. We can use it, the house, for kind of as a temple. So we stay in the house. We don't have to give up the house. Or we can, if suppose we have somebody has a car, use it for temple services, but you'll also use it. So somehow engage everything in Krishna service. So that slow and steady shift has to happen from our day-to-day life. Overnight cannot happen. The shift has to happen when you have money, start giving. That's why Acharya says we should donate such that it pinches you. Suppose somebody earns 10,000, if he pays 10 rupees or 20 rupees, it will not pinch you. But if he pays 5,000 rupees, it will pinch you. So that is what we have to do. It means I should give beyond my limit. It should pinch you. So again, material things, Krishna will take care. Don't worry. Whatever is there, he is there to take care. So, but depends on how much I am engaging. That's why Acharya is saying that it's not my ability matters, it's my availability matters. I may be having so many abilities, but am I available for Krishna? Is that those abilities, the things are available Krishna service? That's the difference. When that happens, my transformation happens. I may be having ability to give money, but am I giving? Is that available Krishna? Krishna doesn't look at what you give. Krishna looks at what I hold. What is there in my pocket? That's what it is. So that's how it should. So now maybe I request everybody to give your comments again. So yes.
So my contradiction is correct or wrong, Prabhuji?
Sorry, Mataji, go ahead.
So what I spoke is correct or wrong?
Some extent, no, because setting a limit is difficult. So material things, you don't have to aspire for it. It will come automatically. But whether it comes or not, I should be always surrendered to things. That's what I should not say that I need material things, not required. That's the point. Hope that clear, Mataji.
Yes, ma'am. That's good.
Okay. Anyone else? Any comments? Go ahead. Or now maybe go in alphabetic order. Let's final few minutes. Yeah, we'll start with Varsha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I have, mind is complicated totally now. I mean, I was
It's okay. We'll keep debating it. We'll keep answering. Yeah, go ahead,
I
Mataji.
was thinking like bhakti is enough. Why to pay half of the money to God? First thing, and if we are paying more than half, we have EMIs to take care of. No Prabhuji, all this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For see again, it's me and Krishna, you and Krishna. So nobody between. So you know what is your going through it, and Krishna knows what is going through. So it's up to you. It's Rupa Goswami gave us a certain standard, but more than it's between you and Krishna. That's the most important.
Yes, Prabhuji. But yeah, with this, all these things, I have come to an understanding that earlier I was like, others are having something, why am I not having? But with all these classes, I am in a position, fine, this is what I have. I feel sad about it, but I am not comparing myself with others. That's what it is at the stage now, Prabhuji.
Need not be sad. You should be
Yeah.
happy. There are so many people below you who doesn't have anything. So we should feel that I'm much better than them.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes,
Correct,
Prabhuji.
now. So yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Next, same order. Yeah. After Varsha Mataji, who else? Yeah. Shruti Mataji, any comments?
No, Prabhu, no comments. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. Sumit Prabhu.
Yeah, Prabhu. So just as Vashamata is told, like when somebody else has a lot of things, we might feel like why we don't have. So I remember that incident of one of the tennis player, Arthur Ashe. So he got cancer or something, and he was a very great tennis player. And somebody asked him like, "You are such a great player. We are your fans. Don't you think like why God has done this to you?" So he said like, I won Wimbledon so many times. I won this title so many times. When I was collecting the trophy there in front of thousands of people, that time I didn't think why me. So many players are uh, choosing tennis as their career. Thousands of them choose. Out of that, hardly professionally, like limited numbers player will come, and in that they will compete, and one will finally win. That time I am not thinking why me. then why, if something bad happens, then I'm thinking why me? So it is happening, God, as per the karmas, things are happening. So we should not think too much about comparisons. See, we are fortunate that God has given so many things to us. So we should always be grateful, showing our gratefulness. Even in when hard times come, they are also like what we can learn from that time. What is the lesson I can learn from this? This is for my purification, so I can get more closer to Krishna. So that should be the thought process. So hard times make us more strong mentally and spiritually as well. So they are also needed sometime. That's all, Prabhu.
Sure. Yeah, we should be grateful, not grateful. That's difference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that is also one of the incident, right? So I think somebody said like that.
Muhammad
I think
Ali.
it Muhammad Ali. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Umar Shankar Prabhu. Umar Shankar Prabhu, anything to say?
Yes, Prabhuji. So actually, uh, it is very difficult to today's class. Thing is that how to correctly bifurcate that line, which we should go. That is actually a tricky thing. So actually, if you are greatly inclined towards devotional service, then it will be easy for us. So automatically, if we are going to the devotional service, definitely Krishna, he takes care of every living entity. So it's not only human beings, other living entities also he takes care. Those they do not care about daily work and all, but Krishna feeds them. So if we have that mentality, then definitely we can overcome this issue, Prabhu. We can overcome this issue, Prabhu. So
Yes.
there is nothing that if you should earn 1 lakh rupees per month. Like it's not like that and all. It's about how we do the service to the Lord.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's a little conscious change. Doesn't mean that we should stop working. A little conscious change required, then things would. Yes, Ramesh Krishna Prabhu, want to say anything?
Nothing, Prabhuji. Lot of confusions.
Lot of confusion, sir.
Yes, what to say, what not to say.
So, Prabhu,
Yes.
sorry,
Go.
let him finish. Sorry, Prabhu,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yes, you can continue, Prabhuji.
No,
Please.
I just thought of it's like as Prabhu said, where to draw the line. So I think we should not focus too much on that thing. First, we should focus on our devotional service, as Lord says in 10.10. Tesham sasatam yuktanam bhajtam
Yeah.
pritipurvakam
Dadami
dadami buddhi yogam te yena mam upyanti te. So Lord, once we are engaged in the service and with the Lord we are connected by the devotion, He will give that knowledge to us, the divine knowledge, how to get Him and how to manage our life as well, I guess. So, in forms of the guidance by the devotees or somebody or by himself through the like the Paramatma from the heart. Those guidance will come, like how we can balance that. I think.
True. Yeah. Krishna says also, he says, I'll preserve what you have, I'll give you what you don't have. So what else you want? Yes, Puja Mataji, any comments?
Nothing, Prabhuji.
Good.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mariappan Prabhu, any final comments?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, very quite interesting. And whoever is having doubt about the percentage, how much percentage is to be offered to Lord, you have put it very precisely that until it pinches, and how much it should pinch, again, it's a big question. But okay, I can understand. That means how much ever you can spare. Keep bare minimum for us, keep bare minimum for me, and spend everything in devotional services. Give away everything, whatever possible extent, to without having any aspiration for leading a luxurious life or leading unnecessary a luxury environment. I must spend everything, whatever I have in my possession, I must come forward to spare for Lord's services. And after all, I don't know how long I'm going to live in this world. The moment my soul departs, everything becomes for the fellow human beings, fellow souls. They are going to share and enjoy. And I still ask, what remains if I look back? I must be convinced that I must enjoy to the extent bare minimum, and see that my focus should shift towards devotional services, because all these years I have enjoyed enough. I have come with a motive of enjoying, for which Lord has provided me an opportunity to enjoy, and I have enjoyed thoroughly. Now I must concentrate on devotional services. That must be my attitude. That's what I have understood.
That doesn't mean that devotees live like a beggar. If Krishna is given, they will. That's why Prabhupada says, devotees such that if Krishna is given, will enjoy. Krishna is taken and will be happy. Both places will be the same. That's a little change in the consciousness. Yes. Lakshmi Mataji, anything?
Hare Krishna, nothing, Prabhuji, very difficult. Prabhuji.
Okay. Asha Mataji.
Prabhuji, very perplexed. As usual, material things. I really do not know how all these things can happen. But what I think is, with all these things, whatever opulences you're talking about, with that, we can also use the same thing in Krishna's service, is what I feel. Comparison is one worst thing which can happen on the earth, I think so, because we should never compare with others. What I have, I should be grateful, and I should be. But here I'm a little deviating from the opulences, because I started comparing myself with the devotees now, Prabhuji. Whoever present here, I think they are knowing much more than me. My worry now is I have not started this before, because I have started very late. There I am going and comparing myself again and again.
Past is gone, so we can't do anything. Let's focus on a future. I mean, for each one's life, Krishna has planned different plans.
No, I don't have an idea now whether it is same thing comparing to the how we compare with the material things as well. Because we also feel, okay, they have advanced, I have not advanced materially. But that I am not too worried about that. I never compared myself and I said that, oh, they have, I don't have. But in this field, I feel, Prabhuji.
Krishna will arrange. See, Krishna is looking at your heart. He knows what is there. So he'll reciprocate accordingly. There is no doubt on that. Krishna, because he's there, the Paramatma in everybody's heart. I can speak so many things, but he knows what is there in my heart. I maybe tell so many things, but what is the fact is he knows. So he will reciprocate accordingly. So no doubt on that. So don't worry about that. So desire, sincere desire is there. Everything will plan. He will take care. There's no doubt on that.
Then Mataji, shall I tell you one thing, Archana Mataji? Now Mataji, who spoke, Varsha Mataji or Archana Mataji?
Asha Mataji.
Asha Mataji. Don't feel anything, Mataji. Just simply concentrate on the Lord and your bhakti. Actually, Prasadeshwar Prabhuji and Prema Priya Mataji, they are maybe 2 years junior to me. I am senior in Krishna consciousness. They have excelled like anything because of their dedication. They have, because of their dedication, they did sincere bhakti. They took initiation. Now, Prabhuji is my guru, Mataji Prabhuji both. My bhakti is going in a very slow pace. So like that, everybody can't go in the same way, Mataji. Each one in different phases they go. So you need not worry about it.
Yeah.
Because Mataji, Prabhuji, both they dedicated their lives and their how to express also I'm not understanding. I'm not able to tell. But very nicely they excelled in Krishna consciousness, and now Prabhuji is preaching
So
very
tell
nicely.
you honestly, the Sridev Mataji and Madam Prabhu are Siksha Gurus.
No, Prabhuji, we are Siksha Gurus.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Sorry for interruption. I would like to add one more point here for Asha Mataji.
That's not the point. Point is that they are still doing a lot of services, but externally they may not show it. That's a different. I may be showing it off. That's Madhavar Prabhu or Mataji. They may not showing it off, but they are doing a lot of bhakti. But more than that, also understand that the bhakti again is start from the previous. Like where I left in the previous life, it starts from there.
Yeah.
So that's where we continues. So some kids will take up so fast because they stopped from previous life. Some may not because they started late. So that's also there. Yes. Puja Mataji, you were saying something.
Yes, Prabhuji, I completely agreed with your point. I was able to tell the same thing. When we stopped our spiritual life in my past only, then that the age only it will start continue. That is the main reason. If you see, many like childrens, they are getting to Krishna conscious, like they are into earlier, like 5 years, 6 years. But some of them are like 70, 80. Yeah, some of them are mid of the year. Yeah, everything is depends on our past karma. Where we have stopped our spiritual life in past, that life has to be get started from this yeah.
Yeah. So all this Janma, Aishwarya, Shutabhi, these are all given by Krishna. But what is mine is my attitude. Attitude is mine. Because I don't have control on what Krishna will give, wealth or beauty or knowledge or intelligence. I don't have control. But attitude is mine. There I have control. How do I use it? What do I do? That is my control. That's where the change is required. So that's the understanding. Okay. So Archana Mataji, last anything?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Today's class was an eye-opener for me. It showed me where I am today. I really have a long way to go. It made me to think about it. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, so we'll end here now. It's already 9:45. Pancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyo patitana pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo ananta koti vaishnav vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Granta Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.